look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to 647, 6 stories for 7 a.m. Your quick news fix. The truth starts now. All right, our opener, story number 1. It's only in New Jersey. Daniela Delano, 47, and 4 working girls were arrested at Daniela's business, Bliss Spa. Turns out the bliss at Bliss was more than a kiss. The biggest bust in Edison Township history. Police found $650,000 in cash. That's Bliss cash sewn into a teddy bear. You can't make it up. You just can't beat a proper spa visit, right, guys? All right, story number 2. This is going to get you going. The Nazi gold train may have been found. If you didn't know about this during World War II, the Nazis piled all of the rich assets they had into a train and hid it somewhere, and now it looks like it may have been found. There was a letter sent from an eyewitness who has seen it, who's been in the train cars, who's been at the location, but he wants to remain anonymous because these Nazis, they keep popping up and they don't want this thing to be found. So the Nazi gold train may have been found near I'm going to screw this up because it's a word with all consonants. Waldrzeich, Poland, in a long forgotten tunnel after disappearing 80 years ago. The eyewitness wrote in a letter to the Polish government. He's been there. He described where it is. He described how the 3 cars are hidden in this tunnel. And he says he has seen for himself it is filled with gold bars, priceless jewelry, and valuable art, all stolen from the Jews by the Nazis in World War II. That's going to be something to see because there have been books and movies and all kinds of things written about this, but this sounds like it may be found. Story number 3, the Antarctic ice sheet is gaining mass at 108 gigatons per year. This is absolutely remarkable reversal because all the scientists have been saying that from 2011 to 2020, it was losing mass at 142 gigatons per year. What could make that change? Why is it gaining from reportedly now from 21 to 23? Do you think AI has anything to do with this? I don't want to be cynical, but you know, we've all lived with the rising ocean threat now for so long. And starting with Obama, he said he's going to solve the oceans rising. Turns out all we needed was AI. So the ice sheet holds more than half of the world's fresh water. And we now have a temporary reprieve from the rising ocean threat. So the question is, what is Al Gore going to do? He's not going to have anything to talk about. He'll find something, I guarantee it. All right, story number 4. These are the DC Quickies, and we're going to have to turn and burn because there's a lot of action going on, and it's only going to increase. So, Trump triumphs in the Middle East. He ends the sanctions on Syria. The Saudis go crazy. They absolutely loved it. And Erdogan is helping with that. That means Turkey is getting in alignment with Trump. Trump and the Crown Prince Mohammed in Saudi Arabia inked a deal with the United States for $600 billion in investment and $142 billion in arms and weapons purchases. All right, where is this next one? They're all over the place today. Trump gunning for Middle East peace through economic development. Guess what? He's meeting with Lebanon. He's meeting with Syria. He's meeting with Libya, and they may all join the Abraham Accords. Plus, Wyckoff says 3 more countries may join, and the Saudis? I'll tell you what, Trump and Prince Mohammed were looking like buds on Tuesday. Very possible the Saudis might join the Abraham Accords. Trump is wrapping his arms around the entire GCC, the Gulf Cooperation Council. This guy, he's going to create Middle East peace. It's just absolutely amazing. All right, next, in Saudi Arabia, Elon's there, and he's pitching to Trump and to the Crown Prince tens of millions of humanoid robots. He did a demonstration to them. They were both impressed. He says that robots will surpass human surgeons in the next 2 years, and that the best human surgeon will be replaced in 5 years. He says everyone is going to own one of these robots. And he says autonomous cars will be the norm. The next generation will say, what were you doing driving your own cars? It doesn't make any sense. So this is the way things are going. There's no stopping it. Another one, Trump triumphs in U.S. District Judge's Court. Stephanie Haynes said Trump can invoke the Alien Enemies Act to remove Trinidad gang members and deport them. Here's the caveat: with sufficient notice. No, you can't make this stuff up. Right, we're going to catch these gang members, but we have to give them sufficient notice of when they're being deported. Doesn't make any sense. But it's still a triumph for him, and you know he's going to make these deportations happen because we got to get millions of people out of here. Another one, Joe Biden story from D.C. Turns out George Clooney, it's now safe enough for him to confess he came to D.C. in 2024 for a Democratic fundraiser because all the heavies in the Dem party said, if you come, we can raise money for Biden to run and we can beat Trump. And so Clooney gets there. He's known Biden for years. Biden did not know who he was. Clooney's admitting this. Biden did not know who he was. He's known him for years, and it's just unbelievable. So the follow-up to that, I don't want to go there yet because there's more. Harvard getting body slammed by the Trump administration. You got to love this. Harvard is going to get nailed now for $450 million in federal aid cuts. In April, they got whacked for $2.2 billion of funding cuts. And there's more financial punishment on the way for wokeism, anti-Semitism, and racist practices on the campus. All right, next quickie. Republicans to announce that in the big, beautiful bill, they are defunding Planned Parenthood and other abortion operations for 10 years, making that into law. And the FDA is going to announce that there is no reason for healthy children to take the COVID-19 vaccine. I can't believe that this thing is still being pushed everywhere. You go to a hospital, it's on every video billboard, everywhere you go. Get your COVID shot. And Just to follow up on the George Clooney sad tale that Biden didn't recognize him after all these years. Well, Jake Tapper, your favorite talking head teleprompter reader, who smeared and attacked everyone who claimed Biden was not in decline and did that for 4 years viciously from his platform. Now he's posing as a fearless truth teller, reporting in a new book about the Biden cover-up. Tapper is building an alias before the trials begin. Just remember, Jake the Snake is a fake. So don't buy his book and don't read it. All right, number 5 is a China story. It's looking like Xi is not to be. Xi Jinping may be on the way out. In April, 3 of China's 10 state-owned military enterprises had their CEOs or chairmen replaced. And when I say replaced, it means they disappeared. Nobody has seen them. Okay, this is how things happen over there. Since 2024, the other 7 of these military enterprises have all had similar shakeups, meaning their leaders, all of a sudden, nobody knows where they are. All these leaders were excluded from the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference. Sounds fun. Last March in 2024. So this has been coming, but the information's just leaking out now. Many of them have not been seen in the past year. The former foreign minister has also disappeared. Hard to pick winners and losers because the Chinese government is almost as corrupt as the U.S. government. And all the disappeared people, well, they were all arrogant thugs. So who's a winner in all this? My hope is it's the Chinese people, Lao Beijing, because the 21st Congress is coming up over there, and Xi, the guy who appointed himself leader for life, it looks like he's going to be forced to resign. Hopefully that means a happy day and not somebody even more crazy and megalomaniac and evil. We'll see. And I got 2 number 6 stories, and I got so many pieces of paper here. Well, we're going to finish up with this. The Menendez brothers, you remember them? They went to court and they got their sentences reduced from life without parole to 50 years. And guess what? They've already served 35 years, which means that they are immediately eligible for parole. And I think that the judge had mercy on them because they're both orphans. Can't make it up? Please like us. Please share us. And have a great day at work. And God bless you.
Hey, yo, the mirror don't lie. Look at me, take a picture, it'll last longer. The mirror on the wall say I'm getting stronger. Hey, yo, the mirror don't lie. If you want the truth, don't close your eyes.